some of the coldest air across Canada, where they're still dealing with sub-zero temperatures there. Norway House minus 33, and we're continuing to see those temperatures fall. Right now, Minneapolis at minus 7, Billings minus 14. That cold air has definitely done a number across the northern parts of our state. In Dallas this morning, some freezing rain there, creating some big issues on the roads. 100-car pileup there around the Fort Worth area. Meanwhile, closer to home, where temperatures have stayed above freezing, anything that's fallen from our sky today has been the rain. I want to give you the latest update and what we're seeing in our computer models. We are going to stay overcast here. In fact, we may not see the sun return until next week. We've got some extremely cold air on the way. Today, we are going to be dealing with feels-like temperatures in the 20s and 30s during the morning, and then by the afternoon, not much warmer than that. Right now, you've got that lone feels-like temperature down in Galveston at 50 degrees. But here's a look at that temperature cast before we move on to the radar. Those temperatures, as I mentioned, won't warm all that much into the 30s and 40s, and then overnight tonight, expect those temperatures to drop off into the mid-30s, near freezing. Now, we're going to be monitoring those temperatures in our northwest counties, not just today, but also early tomorrow morning, because what we're seeing unfolding here is that transition, that switch over from rain to freezing rain. You can see we've got a shallow layer of cold air across the northwest counties, where temperatures will be hovering between 31 to 33 degrees. So the atmosphere, at least the surface, cold enough, and with the moisture overlapping that colder air, we're seeing that transition. You see those pinks that are forming out toward Austin. That is freezing rain, freezing drizzle. That is moving over Burleson County, the Brazos Valley. That is where we have a winter weather advisory. This has just been issued by the National Weather Service, and that's going to take us through tonight. This is our first advisory, and what we could see many more ahead as the temperatures continue to dive over the weekend into early next week, and we continue to have these disturbances rolling through the area. But we could see a combination of sleet and freezing rain developing later on today into the evening hours. There could be some patchy ice developing over some of those elevated bridges, those roadways. So if your travels are taking you in that direction of town later on today, or even tonight and into tomorrow morning, you want to be extremely cautious. Be very, very careful. I would advise you, if you can, just stay put and wait for the moisture to move out. Again, as I mentioned, we'll see some heavy rain developing this afternoon. Most of that rain will fall in liquid form all along the Houston area and Galveston. Some places could pick up anywhere between a half an inch to an inch. Some areas already picking up close to an inch from the storms earlier this morning. But there you can see those shades of pink that are dotting the area around the Brazos Valley. That's the opportunity as temperatures fall overnight, where we could see some freezing rain developing. And if we get that thin layer of ice to develop on those roads, it is going to make for some very difficult travel conditions. Some of that rain does linger in through Friday afternoon before tapering off. And then for Saturday, it won't be a complete washout, but it does look like we're in for another disturbance that could bring about some rain and maybe even some mixed precipitation across the area on Sunday. But the majority of this wintry mix will fall late in the evening on Sunday into early Monday morning. Here you can see what Future Track is showing us. This could play out as a major winter ice storm across southeast Texas, where we could be dealing with accumulations in our far northwest county, several inches. Now, closer to Houston, it is going to be very tricky to see where we see that transition if temperature readings get cold enough. Right now, on Monday, we do have those temperatures dropping into the 20s, followed by what could be a hard freeze early Tuesday morning as the clouds clear out. See some maximum cooling there, but we could be dealing with pipe busting hard freeze as some of the coldest air of the season moves across our area. This is one computer model depicting anywhere between 6 to even 12 inches of snow. We're talking west of I-40 or I-35 out toward Waco and the Dallas area. But as we get you a little bit closer to southeast Texas, you can see we're not out of the mix. This particular computer model, the European, is indicating that we could see some accumulations here around the Houston area, but mainly on grassy and elevated surfaces. But again, this is ever changing. We'll be fine-tuning this forecast for you as we continue through the afternoon, evening hours, and of course through the weekend. I think the biggest lesson here is you want to take not just today, but Friday, Saturday, and most of Sunday to prepare for the potential for a hard freeze to occur on Tuesday morning. You'll notice that temperature readings go from the 40s this morning and don't warm all that much. We'll drop down into the upper 30s on Friday, staying above freezing, so any sort of precipitation that falls for Friday and Saturday, at least here in the Houston area, should come in the liquid form. May have to increase that rain chance on Sunday, as some of our computer models are hinting at a little bit more of that moisture coming in with that next disturbance. But again, the day you're going to want to highlight is going to be Monday, President's Day. We'll start off the morning with some of that rain moving in from the north and west, and then transitioning. By the time you wake up on Monday morning, we could be dealing with a thin layer of ice for some areas, especially north of I-10, and then falling temperatures. You wake up Tuesday morning in the teens, could even see those temperatures dropping a little bit further with some of the latest computer models that we're seeing this morning. But upper 30s on Tuesday, we stay below the 40-degree mark. We don't see 60s returning, and again, that sunshine until late next week and into the weekend. All right, we are unfortunately not going to be on live TV at 11 a.m., but we will be streaming our newscast on abc13.com and also on your streaming app, so make sure you tune in there. All right, I'm ABC 13 meteorologist Alita Loresca. Thanks for watching.